So the object of this little outing is to just show you the tent, and quite high winds, so good exercise pitching up. You can see the steepest way up, straight up. Not doing that. Done it several times, and we're going up through here. Shut ye gate. Right, so come up there. I think it's the south face across the traverse. Steepish but not desperate. And that's the West Lancashire Plain. And over towards Morecambe Bay. This is the Kissing Gate. And you can go straight up onto Parlick that way. It's only about 200 yards. But I'm going to take the easy way around. So that's all right. Make sure it's click shut. Right. So continue on, not too far now, and I'm going to find a place to pitch just to test the tent out. I love to talk to these people. So they've picked their dog muck up and they've just left it there on the path. What is the point of that? Take it home. Oh. So, quite windy if you pitch anywhere near these coals, because the wind whistles through with a Venturi effect. So at the moment I'll have to change their setting, but it's pushing 6 meters per second through this coal. I'll work that out and put it on the screen. I'll figure out how to change the calibration on this. Right, so I'm going to push on a bit. Solid in the wind, because there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you've got peggers here. Bed mat. Trekology pillow. hat, dry socks, thermal top. Alpkit quilt, I don't know what it is. Cloud 9 quilt. Thermometers, earplugs, head torch, filter bottle. Ensuite toilet. BB bag, you never know. First aid kit. So put it up. Alpkit. Let's get out the sun. Alpkit Tarpstar 1. I put it up in the wind, which is what you should do to get it. Test it under adverse conditions. I'll tell you what, it's not bad in the wind this, you know. I've not even got it zipped up yet. Easy 15 mile an hour, goes 16. So I'm in the Tarpstar 1, just doing a test pitch in the Trough of Boyland, and alright, it's 15 mile an hour wind out there, and pitched alright. You know, it's flappy, but what lightweight tent isn't a bit flappy? I mean, even a Hilleberg's flappy in a high wind. I've had Tarpstar 2 out in 30 mile an hour. Now the inner, which I haven't got at the moment because it failed the first time out, Alpkit, you need to sort that. The 4 tie outs on the inner, the 4 peg-in points, one of the corners tore. It wasn't in high winds, it wasn't as windy as this, but having said that, I think it's about 135 quid this tent, and without the pegs it's less than a kilo. So now there's bags of room, you've got a huge amount of space to put all your stuff. I've used a single ground sheet underneath the Alpkit reflective foam mat and the Thermo Rest X-Therm sleeping pad. I can feel the warmth off it now. This is 6.9 R rating or something. Now, so up here, if you had the inner, you would clip, there's a clip in the apex of the tent, which is really useful. Because when you're setting up, you can set the inner up first, and then you can clip the outer to the top of the inner, and it stops it blowing away while you're shoring out the other 7 pegging points. So that's pretty good actually. And the inner is quite spacious. I'll show you photographs of it because I've got it being repaired by Alpkit at the moment. I'll show you some of my other stuff. I've got an X-Ped mat, which also blows up easily with a schnozzle bag, which I've got a medium size, which is massive. I put the quilt in that, and it shrinks it down. I've also got a Trekology pillow, because I like like having my head, so I've got them like that. And even though it's supposed to be summer, I've got a light down jacket, a Berghaus winter fleece, thermal leggings, thermal top. That's the Thermarest blow up bag. Small schnozzle pack. I put what did I put in that? Just stuff. Filter bottle, B3. I've got all my camera stuff. I've got InReach Mini by Garmin, not cheap, but it tracks me all the way. The missus knows where I am. I can tell her where I pitched. It shows the route in almost real time, and you can send and receive text messages. So my other kit, I've got both compass, of course, spare batteries, tick repellent, knife, and I've got some of these here, hand warmers. They do work. I don't know how environmental they are, I'll have to check on that, but if you set it going when you go to bed, it'll still be warm halfway through the next morning. And it does keep you warm, keep your hands warm. Down tech. I've said it before, I think. Got a see-through bag here. We've got thermometers. Put one outside the tent, one inside. Head torch, earplugs. The good thing about this is I put my phone in it at night, and when you're groping around in the tent for your head torch or for your phone, it's in this bag and you can feel it because of the texture. You can feel it without seeing. Coffee sachets. I might have a coffee now. Snack bar. And I've got a pasta, mugshot pasta. I think they're less than £1. I don't do with these £6.50 energy dried meals. I can't. Well, I just resent paying that much. Rain top, bivvy bag if I need it. Coffee. Also, forgot to tell you, I got this MSR canister base, and it's only a little bit more reach, about ½ an inch more reach than those plastic ones that you get, but it's got a spring-loaded clamp here, so it hangs on to the canister and it doesn't pop out while you, and it's really quite stable, and it's worth having rather than the cheap plastic one. Yeah, it's more stable, and also it's only a handful of grams more than the plastic one. Right, so let's assume we've had a lovely night's sleep. As usual, my tent's in utter disarray. Right, so what I'll do, in my big schnozzle bag, they're not cheap, but they are good, because you can save space. Put my quilt in here. And then what you can do is wind it up. Take the cap off. You can fasten that at the back end. You can fasten it, squidge it to quite small size, Then that goes in your, in my case, atom pack. As I say, I've got the Thermarest X-Therm, which I use year round. Really good insulated mat. I think it's 6.9 R value. Stops you losing body heat to the ground. For the summer, I've got this Alpkit insulated rubber mat, just again to reflect your body heat up and not lose it to the ground. Very light, very compact. For the winter, I use the X-Therm Z Light. And we're going to pack up now. Right, we're all packed up. Leave no trace, even though it's only a test. That's the Bowland Fells, Pendle Hill, and you can see the West Lancashire Plain and Preston over there. Way out to Morecambe Bay, can't quite see the lakes because of the cloud. Right, I hope you enjoyed that one, little test of the Tarpstar 1, minus the inner because it's being repaired after its first trip out. I'll show you some photographs of that. But I still rate this tent. For the money, I think it's about 130 quid. And you can see, not bad in the wind at all, even though it's got no midpoint guys. I still think it's a decent tent. Right, I'm off down.